Passing gas in the presence of others is not only inappropriate,
That is so foul.
it can be deadly. Passing gas releases a fog of carbon monoxide
Grandpa,
and other poisonous fumes that can contribute to asthma and pneumonia.
you're killing us over here.
Kids shouldn't be exposed to secondhand smoke. Don't pass gas. Take it outside.
Time for Take It or Leave It, but first, let's introduce some new fellers to the set. And first off, I'd like to say welcome back to Nick Edney.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I enjoy being on the show, and it feels good to hear ready to talk
Especially
sports.
when Dan Sprumont is tossing phones over his shoulder.
Exactly. All right.
And also tagging along for the ride is Matt Aaron.
It's good to be back, Chris. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, Matt. All right, and let's do some Take It or Leave It. Do you know the rules of the game?
Well, I know the rules.
Good. You take something or leave something. Got it?
Got it.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
First one. Did you catch SNL on Saturday? Peyton Manning was on the start of the show. With all his commercials these days, is he the most popular man in all the land?
I'll take that. He's Super Bowl MVP. You said all the commercials. SNL, he's on which actually wasn't too bad for the first time in like years. So I'll take it. I think he's the most popular pro athlete today.
I'm going to have to agree. He's very marketable. I mean, with those commercials with MasterCard and Sprint and everything, DirecTV, I mean, he's just proven that he's marketable and that he's likable too. So he has best of both worlds, and that's why he's a fan favorite from all the sports fans.
The thing about it, he definitely is, and a lot of people are saying maybe there's too much Peyton Manning. I don't think there is. I think this guy is one of the more comical professional athletes. As a superstar athlete in all of sports, this guy is on all the commercials. The Saturday Night Live performance is absolutely incredible. I caught some highlights of it. Wow. I mean, the guy could be he's a natural actor in my view.
Oh, that's
a natural actor, definitely. But yeah, this guy, he's definitely the most popular man in all of sports. Tiger Woods is up there. No one likes Barry Bonds anymore. I was going to say him, but throw him out the window. And next, let's move on. All right, hockey time. Now the Penguins, they've been streaking since the All-Star break. They lost two straight the other night, but they're still in contention for the Atlantic Division lead, tied with the Devils. Devils have the tiebreak, though. Who wins it? Take it or leave it, the Penguins or the Devils?
I'm taking the Penguins. Devils are 4-5-1 in their last 10. Pens are 7-2-1. They have very similar schedules going down the stretch. I'll take the hot team. I see the Pens winning it.
I'm going to have to agree. The Pens look to be strong. They're leading in all the categories right now. I mean, they're playing real well with Crosby and Malkin. They're doing real well, playing with a lot of confidence. They look to be the best team, I believe, to beat in the Atlantic Division, and they will prevail and beat the Devils.
I believe they have another game with Buffalo to end the season. The season's pretty much done and over with. Only 5 games left, I believe. But they really don't have that big of a competition to play. Now, they go into Boston later on this week, and Boston always plays a good game at home. It's like going into Tampa Bay, only a little further north.
Right.
Boston, when the Penguins go into Boston, they get absolutely dominated. Hopefully the tides have turned, as this season has turned the tide from the past 4. But I don't know. I really don't know. Martin Brodeur, you just never know when he's going to get hot. He's very consistent down the stretch. This guy is something that you just have to look at and say, wow, this guy is somebody who's going to get them the division title. And I actually think that New Jersey will get the division title. They have the tiebreaker right now with more wins, but I think that they'll hold on. Even though Pittsburgh, I can't see them losing more than 1 game this season the way they're playing.
Definitely.
Especially over Boston this weekend. Absolutely dominating. Ridiculous. All right, some serious fighting going on in the NHL over the past couple months. Some cheap shots, some knockout punches, everything going wrong for Gary Bettman. A lot of people not liking hockey anymore. What do you guys think? Take it or leave it. Eliminating hockey, or fighting.
Yes.
A lot of people would like to eliminate hockey, but eliminating fighting from hockey.
I'm going to leave it for many reasons, but for the most major reason, if you eliminate hockey, I guarantee you will see so many more cheap shots in the game, more high sticks to the face. Fighting prevents that because, I mean, if you see George Laraque on the ice, you're not going to take too many cheap shots at other players. So players like that and the fighting itself prevents a lot of cheap shots.
I'm going to take it as well. I mean, besides all the fast skating, the fast-paced action that goes on with hockey, many of the fans that come to watch the sport enjoy the fighting. That creates a humongous fan base, and that's the important thing. The fans love to see a fight here or there. Like to see their favorite players get in fights, and it's the part of the game. It's just natural. But without the fights, you lose your fan base, lose everything else. So fights are entertainment besides the game. So I look for the fights to be an important role as part of the game.
There was I saw a poll on YahooSports.com, and it actually 40% of them said that there wasn't enough fighting in the NHL, which I absolutely just blew up in laughter because I agree. I think that I love fights. A fight is a natural part of the game of hockey. The problem is, over the last couple months, there's been a lot of cheap shots.
Cheap shots, yes, but that's different from fighting as well.
Exactly.
You can have your cheap shots.
And there's been some fights that have led to unconscious people going to the hospital, which no one wants to see, people getting carried off in stretchers. But that's happened. That's been an increase. And in addition to the players with the cheap shots, you saw the Chris Simon. You're seeing Jordan Tutu with a sucker punch with his glove still on.
Yeah.
With his glove on, he knocked him unconscious. So this is a situation where the NHL needs to hand out stiffer penalties, stiffer consequences for these players. Instead of 25 games for Chris Simon, ban him a whole year. He'll know not to do it again.
Exactly,
so
I agree.
I say keep fighting, but more stiffer punishments for these players. All right, on to basketball now. And as we may know, Kobe Bryant has been absolutely, absurd.
Pretty much.
Get your math calculators out. I think he's scoring over 50 points a game in his past 5 games, although he didn't get 50 in the last game. Just 43. Just 43. Take it or leave it, Kobe Bryant as your MVP.
I'm taking it. 31 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 5 assists on a very injured team. No Luke Walton, Odom. Lamar Odom's been out for much of the season. I mean, Steve Nash. We seen the way Phoenix was without Steve Nash. Please take away Kobe and watch the Lakers play. I mean, he stayed healthy and he has them in the playoffs. Kobe is this year's MVP.
Wow. Okay. What do you say?
I agree.
Really?
He scored 4 straight games with 50 points. Over the past 4 games, he totaled 225 points. I mean, he's carried the Lakers on his team, on his shoulders, I should say, and he just looks to be playing with so much more, confidence, and he looks comfortable going down the stretch here. And he's my pick for the MVP. He's proven himself. He's the type of player you're going to want on your team when you get to the postseason, and you're going to rely on him to get that game-winning shot. And he's proven time and time again, Kobe is the MVP.
Wow. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to disagree with you. And I'm surprised both of you
I love Steve Nash.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I really, honestly, this is the past 5 games. This hasn't been the whole season. I think overall in the whole season, you got to look at everything throughout the season. And I think Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki have been more consistent players all throughout the year, and they've put up solid numbers, even though right now Kobe Bryant has taken over the league lead in scoring. I'm going to leave it, though, and I would take either Steve Nash or the Dirk, with their Mavericks going to, get 68 wins probably this year. Last one, Dice K, Boston Red Sox. As baseball is approaching, I think it's less than a week away. Now this guy, Boston paid a lot for him.
Too much.
And that gyro ball, that ball that just no one really knows what's happening to it. Take it or leave it, Dice K, Matsuzaka winning 15 games.
I'll push it. I'll take it. Around 15 wins, maybe 15 exactly. I mean, in the spring training, he's looked dominant, but he's not going to be facing the Pirates and Reds in the AL East. He's going to play a much tougher competition. So with the AL East the way it is, and there's some powerhouses with the Yankees, even the Blue Jays, I don't rate around 15.
Funny you should mention the powerhouse, the Yankees, of course, definitely. But, it hurts me to say this, but I'll give credit where credit's due. He is the beast from the Far East. I mean, he has an arsenal of pitches. He's a tremendous athlete, and he's proven himself time again. But yet, this is spring training now. Can he prove himself in the Major League is what I'm questioning, but I feel that he will be a threat to the other teams in the AL East.
He'll definitely be a threat, and I can actually see him winning 20 games. I think Boston has a strong rotation. He's going to be at the top of it. He'll win between 15 and 20. Guaranteed for the Dice K. All right, we're going to take a break, but these 2 individuals are staying with to do some coin toss. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.